Last week it's felt a lot more balanced. I think I had a really good session with my counselor, and we talked about sheep and wolfskin. So one of the things I'm really enjoying about the whole program, this whole time really, is that I feel like I've got lots of time to just explore whatever's interesting to me. So that might be things that are related to school directly. Some things aren't. Some things like I've gotten very into version control and Git and GitHub. And so I do a lot of research to understand how to do things and implement. It does not directly contribute to my grade at all. If anything, it adds a lot of overhead to how we do things when I try to implement this as a team. But I've really been enjoying the fact that I have the time to do that. And one thing that I've noticed is that I might have these clear boundaries on time when it comes to school, that I stop doing school at a certain time. But I don't seem to have the same thing about these fun learning activities. Okay, one of my values is learning and just being able to learn and explore things. I really value that. The other value that I have is like sleep and balance. And I recognize that being well rested leads to a much better just how I feel about myself, how I end up using my time. And these two values end up kind of conflicting because I value learning and I value the time that I put into learning new things, but I ended up staying up late doing these things. And so it was kind of under the guise of, well, I'm learning, so this is good. But it was pushing up against this get some sleep value. So the concept that really came out is wolf and sheepskin, because what looks like it's a positive thing of learning and exploring actually ends up being rather negative because of the fact that it's taking away from how I'm going to feel the next day. And so, yeah, so I think moving forward, I'm going to have a bit of a list of, after 8:30 or 10:30, whatever my timelines are, which activities are red light, green light, yellow light, which are allowed and positive for me, which are like stay away and don't do, and which are kind of be careful with how you're doing these. Because it's something that is aligned with my values, an activity aligned with my values, doesn't mean there still is a certain time of day at which it's best to do that stuff. So I think that's the big takeaway. This weekend as well, I went to a game board convention.
It's huge, man. This is crazy. I've been walking. I can't find the edge of this space. There's just one place after another, and they just keep going and going and going. I had no idea there was such a game culture. It's crazy.
The largest board game convention in the world, in Europe for sure. It was something else, man. That was cool. That was a lot of fun. It was nice to meet different people. Felt a little bit awkward at first, but yeah, this board game group of people, role-playing group of people, super nice, super friendly, very open. I liked it. I had the same feeling with Pattern, the student association. So yeah, I think I'd really like to make an effort to hang out with these guys a little bit more. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, it's fun. I had a good time. And Sunday, I had a really good weekend, man. I didn't do any school this weekend. Saturday, I kind of made the decision to do it. And then Sunday, I didn't have time. It felt good. Like, I feel a little bit guilty, but it felt good. Like, I feel relaxed. Like, am I behind in things? I don't know. How much of that time would have actually spent feeling like I'm doing school versus just learning and doing things that aren't directly related to school. So that's something that is also kind of on my list of do more fun things on the weekend, and or rather even maybe do less school on the weekend. So that's good. Yeah, I'm going into this week feeling refreshed and like I'm kind of feeling ready to conquer it. So it's been good. Let's go, baby.